Cigarette breath and a busted face. Talking all tough, but she's out of place. Think you're hot shit, bitch, you just trash. All bark, no bite, sounding like a yapping mud, talking out your ass. Every word you spew's pure fucking shit. You're the reason hell runs out of time. Can't stand a bitch who thinks her shit don't stink. Walking on her tippy toes, pour another drink. Middle-aged mess with a manly tone. Filthy fucking train wreck horse, sitting all alone. Big mouth bitch, running your filthy ass lips. Rotten to the core, just a filthy fucking train wreck horse. Yeah. She's got drama dripping off her tongue, talking big shit since she was young. Fake ass smile, cheap perfume, whole damn vibe smells like doom. Think it's tough, bitch, you're just a joke. All talk, no action, just blowing smoke. Every move you make's a fucking show. You're the kind of trash karma loves to toe. Can't stand a bitch who thinks.
Well, I'm gonna do a little voiceover on this song. It's sort of appropriate for this topic that I'm about to discuss here. I would say that Mike Bouchard is a filthy ass fucking train wreck himself. It applies. He ain't nothing but a stain. Right. Yeah. I guess this song is appropriate for other people than just any specific people, but its original specificity belongs to you know who. But this song definitely applies. It's crack-a-lack and taco shell. So yeah, I'm behind the scenes here doing some work. Gonna be putting together some content that ain't none of you seen before. I'm gonna take my old videos. I'm gonna take a lot of the work that I've been doing and revamp it and put it together. I'm gonna go through my whole catalog eventually, but I'm gonna address a few particular topics within the next couple of weeks to a month. It's not gonna happen overnight because I am busy. Not only do I have 2 jobs, but I have 3 jobs, maybe even 4. So I'm going to be a busy SOB. So this video is going to address the Oakland County Sheriff who got a little butthurt not long ago. There was I don't watch the news. Let me preface this. Let me set the stage here. I don't watch mainstream media. And I don't have a whole lot of personal knowledge of what went down, other than what I've seen on the on the internet and the little pieces here and there. So the topic at hand was. Let me see if I can't find it for you. I probably should have. You know me. I'm a shitty YouTuber. And I don't really have any of this stuff set up for you, but I can go right directly to the press conference and do it. But let me give you a quick. It was an incident that happened here in Michigan not that long ago. Let's get a local news report. Here we go. Let's use this one. Let's back this up. Let's load this into the old StreamYards box. Let's do some watching here. Let's do some watching. So let's pull it up. Pull up. Check it out. So this was not long ago, like I said, a couple of weeks ago. And I don't know why they're I guess their chat's going to be shown up in it. Is that what that is? Yeah, that's their chat. That's Fox 2's chat. Okay, so here it is.
I don't know if they're in the afternoons, just the mornings, both. You know, there would for sure be people at the temple, the rabbis and the staff, and there might be various community activities. It's just, again, I don't know what was anything scheduled.
Well, clearly, you can see what it says. There's an active shooter event at a Israel temple in West Bloomfield, Michigan, which is in Oakland County.
I can't.
Oakland County is very very active in there.
You can see that police with long guns are headed into the building.
In their well, I wouldn't say active. They're very. There's a lot of Bagelville individuals in Oakland County. There's a huge. That's where I met the guy who's like the Michael Jordan of Israel. I met him in county jail. He was busted for drinking and driving, and he was deported right from the jail. I met the guy. I could pull him up, but there's really no point in doing that. But there is a very big Jewish community, Bagelville, as I like to call it, in Oakland County. And somebody not long ago, probably related to what's going on in, the Middle East right now, somebody lashing out at those who are responsible for all of the crap that goes on in this world, the 109 countries. And they sure can't let you live down, the Holocaust, even though the majority of that is not the actual reality of what happened. That's a whole nother story for a different day. So this is what this topic is about.
You can see multiple EMS.
This is a 5-hour video. We're not gonna do anything.
Vehicle. We kind of lost you a little bit there. Maybe you could go back and you talk about how different agencies have different protocols. Eric, are you still there with us? Please go on.
See, now if I was not working 3 or 4 jobs and had the free time to go to Bloomfield Hills and do a live stream, I would have done that. But see, I'm kind of busy. I don't have enough supporters or followers to assist me in being a roving reporter around Michigan and or the country. And I'm not financially stable enough to where I don't have to work. Can't rely on cash apps and PayPal donations. But soon enough, I'll be putting myself out there in multiple different ways. But nonetheless, you're getting a pretty good idea of what's going on here, and the incident at this temple. Somebody drove a truck through it, and there was some shootings that was going on, and they took the guy out. Yada yada yada. So this is what the vehicle drove through the front entrance of the temple. The gunman is dead inside his car. The security guard hit by vehicle, hospitalized, no civilians injured. And if any of you don't believe that a security guard at a temple would open fire on somebody, then you probably haven't seen the YouTuber that was shot in the leg, which is one of the guys that I've been showing lately. Well, it's not really a guy. It's a guy transitioned into a girl, and I right now it's Furry Potato. Furry Potato was shot in the leg by a security guard in an Israel temple in 2018 or something like that, because it was my right. It was my right to record you. So, but what's happening, Lynette, auditing the frauditors audit? I don't know what you're talking about coming to Eaton County. You must be in Michigan. So the video that I wanted to share today isn't this story of the synagogue attack. It's the press conference of Sheriff Bouchard after some gentleman in Wisconsin. I haven't dug into it much. I'm just bringing you the Cliff Notes version, so to speak. There's a gentleman in Wisconsin who decided to make a meme of Mike Bouchard, giving him some Hasidic hairdo and put a Star of David on his forehead. And the butthurt sheriff didn't like it too much, and he whined and cried and got the Wisconsin police to get involved and go and arrest the guy in Wisconsin. But the thing is that it's not going to go anywhere because Oakland County is out of control with their bullshit. I know most of you don't know that Oakland County is out of control with their bullshit, but trust me, I'm suing Oakland County right now for what they did to me because of you, Shauna, Sierra Connor, and all of you assholes calling the FBI, you YouTube fucktards. Part of what you too, snap fucktard. You too, you dickhead. So this is what Oakland County decides to do is they want to prosecute some guy for a meme, and they just kick you in your First Amendment dick and act like, you know, it ain't no big deal. Your First Amendment isn't valuable. It doesn't, you don't have none, whatever. And again, this is an impromptu live stream. I wasn't even going to bother, but I say, yeah, you know what the hell? I got a few things to say about this myself, and maybe I'll post this meme on my social media, and I'll challenge Mike Bouchard and the Oakland County Sheriff Department to come and arrest me and try and prosecute me for this. I want you to, you fucking losers. But you know what? They'll fight it in court all the way to the appeals court. They'll do whatever they got to do. They'll lie. They'll cheat. Most people don't know about Oakland County, but I've been all over these guys like stink on shit for a while now. And Oakland County, literally last year, Lynette, you witnessed it. They came, not Oakland County, but Oakland County got a little butthurt because I was doing a live stream and I was telling them that I was going to sue the hell out of them for being the criminals that they are. Their racketeering scheme, because this is what Oakland, I can literally prove that Oakland County is involved in racketeering. I can personally prove it. I can prove that from the sheriff's deputy who tased me in the back from 12 feet away while I was on my knees with my hands in the air. I can prove that they weaponized the Detroit News to manufacture a story, to use that story that was published online against me by providing that story printed off of the Detroit News website, somehow miraculously made it into the hands of an ex-coworker of mine. And then that coworker went and took that news article along with their bullshit claims that they're afraid of me and went and got a PPO out against me. And then the courts, I could go on and on and on and on. But what Oakland County is guilty of is corruption to its core. And this is no different. This is just what's on the surface. A while back, if you guys remember, the Oakland or the Oxford Township High School, the bang bang that happened there, the shooting that happened there, and fuck a bang bang, the shooting that happened in that school. You wanna know who was involved in that? Well, of course, somebody allegedly, shot some kids. Whether it really happened or not, I guess it did. But how we got there is that the Oakland County Sheriff's Department allowed that to happen. And the reason why they allowed that to happen is so that they could set precedent to prosecute parents who don't lock up their firearms, preventing people from having access, children. And this is what's been going on in Oakland County for a long time. It's a deeper issue, and I know it's boring to some of you people out here. This isn't a topic that anybody's going to want to listen to me ramble on about, because I'm rambling on. And eventually I'll take this video and I will condense it and I will make it a very cohesive, put together video. Just give me some time to do that. I can guarantee you it's going to happen. But I can connect what they did to me in Oakland County and their lies and their manipulation and their, oh my God, you guys would not, most people, I haven't even told you guys, I haven't began to tell you guys about my civil suit. I haven't spoke about it in a long time, but they will bring out the kitchen sink to avoid accountability and liability. And the courts are no different. And I'm not talking about the Oakland County Court. Luckily, I had a judge who's now sitting on the federal bench that ruled in my favor, not because it was the right thing to do, even though it was the right thing to do on their behalf. It was more or less that I got them into a position where they really had to let it go because they couldn't allow me to pursue the avenue that I wanted to pursue, because it would have proven that they are corrupt. It would have proven that they're racketeer. It would have proven everything that I've been saying. So to protect themselves, in my personal opinion, they protected themselves from being exposed for what they're doing to people. And it's not just Oakland County, it's everywhere. But Oakland County is really out of control. And my criminal case, I can tell you right now that if any of you out here in YouTube land who watch videos or are aware of anything, I guarantee you're never going to find an individual who was allowed his motion to withdraw a no contest plea. Doesn't matter whether it was a guilty plea or not, a plea. I pled no contest and was about to be sentenced. I was a month away from being sentenced, and then I flipped the script, and it took me just a little under 2 years, but I beat the no contest plea and had it overturned and was allowed to face the charges from the beginning, and I beat them. That's not something that happens very often anywhere, let alone in Oakland County. And so my point is that once I share all of the information with everybody, and whether it's here on YouTube or I write a fucking book, because that's what I'm getting ready to do, is to put my story together in a manner that you guys are going to say, wow, you've been telling us for 4 years that you're going to do this. Well, now I'm going to work on it. I'm going to focus on doing exactly what I said I was going to do. But point being is, and I'm rambling again, that's all I've been doing is rambling. Point is that Oakland County is corrupt. And this right here proves how retarded Mike Bouchard is. I got an email from the upper crust emailing Mike Bouchard, telling him, here's that idiot that did what he did. They talk a lot of shit in emails. They run their mouths in emails. These guys are extremely corrupt. Oakland County, and I know that they watch everything that I do. There's somebody in Oakland County in the IT department who is assigned to screen record all of my videos so they can watch them. Fuck you, Oakland County. So let's go on. Let's get on with this. This is, like I said, this is a press conference well after the fact. I would imagine it was a week later, I think. Let me see. When was this done? When was this video done? This video 4 days ago. So he had a press conference 4 days ago, and that the incident itself was I don't know, a week and a half ago or something like that. So somebody decides to put a meme up in Wisconsin. Mike Bouchard got really butthurt. This is Mike Bouchard. This is the piece of shit scumbag Oakland County Sheriff right here. This clown. Look at all these. Look at all these idiots here. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 idiots. We got a priest. We got a rabbi over here. And you notice how most of these seats are empty? Notice how most of the seats in this press conference are empty?
Well,
if I'd have known about it and I had the ability, I would have went here and I would have waited until the question and the answer session at the end, and I would have asked them some pretty serious questions. But I bet you that I wouldn't have been allowed.
thank you for coming. I know you're always tired of seeing me at the podium here.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing you fucking the grandstand and talk out your asshole, fucking Bouchard. You fucking piece of shit.
And being here because it usually means something bad has happened, but this is a good thing that has happened in light of a terrible thing, and that's the community coming together.
Oh, this is a good thing. This is a good thing that I'm stomping all over somebody's First Amendment rights. This is a good thing. Look at the evil, beady eyes that this guy has. Those eyes are really close together for the shape of that head.
To express their shared commitment to standing firmly together against hate, however it rears its ugly head. Before I get into that, I know a lot of folks in the media are seeking videos or pictures or things from the case. The case is still active, and so the video that was released without permission of the lead investigative bodies, and it's kind of...
We don't need your fucking permission, you asshole. It's called fucking First Amendment, freedom of speech. You and your clown fucking team over there wanting to suppress information. Shut the fuck up.
Put the community, I think, in a bad spot, frankly. I mean, imagine, if you will, if this was your home and somebody had broke into your home.
Well, it wasn't at nobody's home.
Looking to kill your kid.
Oh, this clown and the rest of you idiots around the country who are in these positions love. Look at this. First of all, let's look at these 4 stars. Who the fuck said, you know what, Mike Bouchard? Let's staple 4 fucking stars to your lapel here and make you look like you're a 4-star general in the military. I guess that. Oh, we got another one over here. We got another 4 stars. What is this? This the undersheriff over here? This guy over here's got 4 stars on his lapel. This guy's got 3 stars. What do these stars mean, Bouchard? Is this the red, white, and blue over here, or is this a blue line flag? These fucking quasi-military organizations pretending to be constitutional offices.
And you saw a video on the news about it, how re-traumatized you would be from that event. So a bit soon for that.
Well, you know what you do? You don't watch the fucking news and allow yourself to be re-traumatized. How's about that? Turn the fucking TV off. I suggest that to everybody all the time. Turn the TV off, and you won't have to know about it.
To be out there, and we'd encourage other folks to take a breath and balance their need to share video with how it impacts the victims and the investigation. I know that the Temple put out some pictures of their own.
Well, the Temple put some pictures out of their own, but you don't want them to be reoffended or them to relive the nightmare. But it's okay for them to put their pictures of their own out there, right?
Control, that's their building without faces. That should be their process at the moment if they want stuff. The evidentiary photos, the body cams and stuff, that ultimately will play out over time as it would in a traditional case. And so no more of that should be coming out in the immediate future.
So what he's saying is that we're going to suppress and block FOIA requests and say that, there's an ongoing investigation. We're not releasing any body camera footage. You fucking tyrant.
Until the FBI makes a formal determination of...
The fuck does the FBI got to do with it? This is a county, not even the county. This is a Bloomfield Township issue. Fucking retard.
We talked about this before. The FBI and U.S. Attorney have different boxes they check as it relates to whether they call it hate crime or terrorism based on certain things. I can call it terrorism as a person because it terrorized the people in the community. It terrorized the families and members of that temple. It terrorized...
You know who else terrorizes the members of the community? Is the Oakland County Sheriff's Office and its deputies.
The staff.
They terrorized me. They terrorized my family.
And people at large.
They've terrorized a whole bunch of people.
Saw the looks on their face, they were terrorized. I hugged moms and dads, they were terrified.
Oh, you hugged moms and dads. I bet you were trying to grope a fucking cop a field, weren't you?
And terrorized. Legally, that definition will come from the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office. So I just wanted to touch base on some of that because we're still getting requests from some media for pictures or photos, and that's not going to be coming out until the FBI makes that final determination, and it will be out in due time. Second, kind of a reset. So it seems like to me that anti-Semitism and anti-Semitic behavior has become
Anti-Semitism? Semitism?
normalized. Not here, not with us, not with our team, and not with law enforcement in Oakland County, but across the country, it's been allowed, and that's unacceptable. You know, you see kids at colleges getting yelled at, and
Well, that's just too bad. Oh, they got yelled at. Oh my God, they got yelled at.
bullied and even physically assaulted simply because they're Jewish.
Okay, well, if they were assaulted, then charge the person for assaulting them. They can say and do whatever they want. Too fucking bad. I've been called cracker, honky, fucking white trash. You don't see me calling the police and going, oh, that guy called me honky trash, called me cracker.
We as a community, we as a nation have to stand up. I don't care what party you're in. I don't care what job you're in, whether it's in public or private venue. We have to stand up and say, no, this is unacceptable. Because as this gets normalized, you'll see it play out in the real world. The statistics are stark.
What's getting normalized is the fucking overreach of the government by trying to stop people from having freedom of speech. That's what's trying to be normalized, you fucking tyrant.
Between 2020 and 2024, there was a 344% increase in targeted reported incidents against Jewish community.
Oh, fucking wah. Yeah, but how much money is going over to the Bagelville over there? How many bombs are being dropped on behalf of Bagelville? Fuck them.
And individuals. Now, again, any hateful act against any religion, any person, or any race is unacceptable and will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Oh yeah, sure it will. Sure it will. Right. Yeah, you guys hold each other accountable too, don't you? You guys really hold each other accountable too, don't you? No, you protect your own, Bouchard, you fucking piece of shit. I got cold, hard evidence that proves that your deputy wrote bogus police reports. He lied to his supervisors. He went and fucking perjured himself at depositions. You guys used the Detroit News to cover your ass. You guys are guilty of the crimes you fucking try to accuse everybody else of. You're scumbags. You're a fucking tyrant, Bouchard. You and all of your little fucking cronies. You, Deputy Darius Zajac, all the way up to the corporate offices. Yeah, you, Brooke Tucker. All of you scumbags. Then you hire outside law firms to lie for you too and to come up with bogus ass scenarios. Oh, well, we could have arrested him for stalking, but we didn't. Well, why didn't you? You had 6 years of statutes of limitations to arrest me for stalking. No, because you wouldn't have fucking had a case. Just because you claim that you could have arrested me for stalking doesn't make it valid. Well, what am I going off on a tangent here? Of course I am.
But we also know that of the reported incidents that were targeted based on religion, almost 70% of them were against Jewish people. And somehow
who cares?
And
Too bad.
2025 and 26 now have even worse numbers. So we all need to stand up again, public or private. If somebody in a private conversation says something anti-Semitic, you need to stop them.
Oh, if somebody says something in a private conversation and says something, you need to stop them. Don't talk about them bad Jews like that. Don't talk about the synagogue of Satan. Don't talk about them. Oh my God.
Because that begins to play out and embolden people. And make
Yeah, what emboldens that is, are you emboldened, Bouchard? Is your department emboldened? You get away with your corruption, your racketeering every day, day in and day out. Wonder who's really emboldened. Now, if the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Department of Justice came in and cracked down on you motherfuckers, you'd all be well, would you be in prison? I highly doubt it because they're all in the same. They're all the same. Doesn't matter. It's all the same. They're all criminals. They're from the local township all the way up to the fucking White House. They're all criminals.
Them feel comfortable to say and do stupid, hateful things. And sometimes then people are motivated to take that into action and do criminal, violent things.
Criminal, violent things. Oh my God. Posted a meme.
So, just pushing the wrong thing. Thank you.
Fucking retard.
Okay, I'll let you push it. Just the next slide.
It's the IT guy. This IT guy right here is probably the one who's recording my videos right now.
So, I give you this by way of example.
I know his name.
Some pond scum felt empowered.
Some pond scum. This guy feels so comfortable with referring to somebody as pond scum. Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black, Bouchard? You are the fucking definition of pond scum.
And emboldened enough to put this picture of me up.
Oh, poor little Bouchard. Somebody put a picture of him with his Star David and his Hasidic fucking hairdo.
And intimidate me, which of course he didn't do because I signed up.
Wait a minute. What? He threatened and intimidate you. He did what?
Scum felt empowered and emboldened enough to put this picture of me up to try to threaten and intimidate me, which of course he didn't do because I signed.
Okay, well, if he didn't threaten and intimidate you by putting that picture up, then why are you making a big deal out of it? Why are you making a big deal out of it, Bouchard?
Up for this. And by the way, the person
You signed up for it. That's right. You signed up for it. When you take a bullet, you signed up for it. No tears will be shed by me.
that did this said a bunch of terrible things, not just against me, but against a lot of groups and individuals.
Oh, so why are you doing this? Is it because the meme was about you, or is it because of group or individuals?
The way was arrested today in Wisconsin. My point is this, though.
Oh, what was that? What was that?
Not just against me, but against a lot of groups and individuals. Who, by the way, was arrested today in Wisconsin.
Who, by the way, was arrested today in Wisconsin. So what Oakland County dickhead sheriff here did is they put together a report and gathered all their intel, and they sent it over to Wisconsin, wherever this guy who created this meme is in Wisconsin, and had the Wisconsin authorities go and arrest him for free speech. So this is clearly retaliation when he just said that this photo over here was meant to intimidate and harass him, whatever. But he just said that it didn't work, that it didn't intimidate and harass him. So what that says is that he retaliated for this guy's First Amendment right and had him arrested in Wisconsin.
My point is this.
That's what that means. Do you guys understand what that means? Do you realize that he just retaliated for somebody's First Amendment speech? Is what I was retaliated against for my First Amendment speech when I went and checked Deputy Darius Zajac and said, "What the fuck you doing? Why are you driving up and down the road? What are you doing going in front of my house?" And I told him that I was on the phone with the sheriff, and he's like, "Oh, no." And then he fucking, at 17 seconds after I encountered him and I checked his ass, he told me I was under arrest. For what? For disorderly person, he claims. Well, did you witness any disorderly person? No. And then 16 seconds after he tells me that I'm under arrest, he shoots me in the back with a taser from 12 feet away while I'm on my knees with my hands in the air. And then, the malicious prosecution ensues. But hey, this is what goes on in Oakland County.
So, if this person is emboldened and empowered enough,
if you, Sheriff Bouchard, is emboldened and empowered enough, you will abuse your authority and retaliate for somebody exercising their First Amendment. That's what you should say.
or feel safe enough to do this for.
If you feel safe enough, if you feel protected enough by the corporate council and the board of commissioners to go and retaliate against somebody and violate their Fourth Amendment to be free from seizure in retaliation for their First Amendment for redressing their government, then you, Bouchard, should be speaking about yourself.
Me, what does he do to a kid? What does he do to a Jewish family walking down the street?
Oh yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, fucktard.
And that's because of the normalization of this. Watching this on television.
You know what's the normalization of violating the First Amendment and violating the Fourth Amendment by law enforcement is that they use the courts to get away with it. They hire attorneys, let alone their corporate offices, who have attorneys working overtime fighting little old me. At one time, I had 6 corporate attorneys fighting me. And then they go and hire an outside law firm to handle the appeal for them. This is what Oakland County does.
And saying, okay, I feel empowered enough that I can do this. Well, A, you can't. And B,
Yeah, he can. He can put a Star of David on your fucking forehead, you loser. He can put little Hasidic fucking hairdo Jew fucking hair fucking cornrows on the side of your head. He can do whatever he wants because it's his First Amendment right. How about if I take this picture and I put it on my social fucking media? How about if I blow this up and I put it on my YouTube and I laugh about it and I say, ha 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 ha. What are you going to do, Bouchard? You know where I'm at. We're going to send fucking the county sheriff to come and beat my door down like he did back March last year? Where Oakland County, you sent Macomb County Sheriff to beat on my door to ask me if I was going to start an insurrection? You fucking losers.
If you think you can do it to somebody that's in law enforcement, again, what are you going to do in an alley or in a street?
If you think you can do it to some regular old citizen, what do you think you're going to do to them in an alley when nobody's paying attention?
Street.
What are you going to do to them on a street when they're on their knees with their hands in the air and you hide the camera and you didn't give your deputies body cameras after a federal judge ordered you to get body cameras 3 to 4 years earlier and you just ignored the federal judge's order, Bouchard? How about that, Bouchard? You violate fucking federal court orders for the fact that you don't have body cameras. You just do what you want, Bouchard. You and your judges, you write court orders. Your judge writes a court order banning cell phones from the courthouse. So when it comes down to these bogus ass plea deals and you lie to them and you give them illusory pleas, the defendant can't pull his phone out of his pocket and check the old Google Meister to make sure that the lies that you're telling them aren't lies. Because you're not allowed to bring your cell phone in there. That's called racketeering. When you conduct business and you prevent somebody or something, or you covering your ass to prevent liability in the long run for what you guys are doing, that's called racketeering, fucktards.
To a Jewish family or a kid walking down the street? We say no. We're drawing the line. One of the most chilling things that I saw many, many years ago is I saw a picture of police officers in Germany that were helping arrest Jews.
You know what was one of the chillingest things that I saw, that I experienced myself, is an Oakland County Sheriff's deputy tased me in my back from 12 feet away while I was on my knees with my hands in the air, and then he wrote a bogus-ass police report. Nothing but lies, chock full of lies, 5 pages of lies. The only truth that was in a 5-page police report was my name and that I was arrested and that I was tased. That's the only truth that was told in a 5-page incident report that Deputy Darius Zajac wrote. That to me was quite disturbing. But this fucking piece of shit, Bouchard, stands up here grandstanding like he's somebody special. Not to mention the fact that I went to Oakland County Sheriff headquarters and spoke to a detective and gave him the precise details. I gave all the information to a detective exposing everything that the deputy did, everything that the supervisors in the substation in Oxford did to maliciously prosecute me. You know what the detective told me after I gave him all the information? When I spoke to him, he said, "We're not going to do anything about it because you're suing us." Oh, I have the fucking phone call. I have the body cam footage that I had wearing the body cam while I sat in the interview room with the fucking sheriff detective for almost 2 hours. I haven't shared that with you guys, have I? Nah. Because you know what? Some things I just keep to myself.
To send them off to their deaths. And that has stuck with me ever since. That was 20 years.
You know what you guys did over at the Oakland County Sheriff's Department? You allowed a kid to go into the Oxford school with a gun. And you allowed him to shoot innocent kids in the school when every red flag in the book said, get that kid out of school, search his locker, make sure that he doesn't have any weapons. But you didn't do that, did you, Bouchard? And you didn't do that, did you, Rafalski? You didn't do that, did you? what was that? What's his fucking name? Share, whatever that is. I got it all. Wait until I put the whole story together and I show you guys exactly what these fucking guys did. They allowed 3 students to be murdered at the Oxford High School so they could set precedent and prosecute parents for not locking up their guns. That's why they did that.
Years ago. And this picture shows a police officer that said no and he was put to death. My point of showing this is normally.
Yeah. US 242. There are provisions in there. US 1983 241. When you violate people's constitutional rights under the color of law, you could be put to death too. I think that if a sheriff's deputy or a police officer was actually put to death for what they do to the people while they're out here performing under the color of law, it would probably send a message. But the fact of the matter is that they don't hold these guys accountable. They rarely do you ever see anybody prosecuted. There's a cop here in Michigan, one of the worst cops that you could ever fucking imagine, in Melvindale, Michigan. He's being prosecuted not by the feds, but in state court. He's going to get a slap on the wrist. He's not really going to get any serious prison time for it because they protect themselves. And every now and again, they'll throw somebody under the bus and toss, a rogue agent to the wolves, so to speak. But that's a fraction, just a smidge. It's not even a drop in the ocean of these assholes that need to be prosecuted and fucking sent under the prison, let alone to the gallows.
Is like the frog in the pot story, where it starts off and the pot is sitting on the stove and it's cool, and you got the frog in. And
is that what that means? Is that how that means, the frog in the boiling water? I'm glad that you had to explain it, that it starts out in cool water and then it gets to hot water. You're such a fucking retard, Bouchard.
Slowly turn up the heat, and all of a sudden the frog is boiled and didn't realize it happened. This heat has been slowly turning up, and this
guy's a fucking retard, man. He really is.
Absolute vitriol against the Jewish community has been ramping up over time, to the point where people look at this and say, oh, that will never happen here. They probably said that there. And we all collectively have to say no. And that's why I'm so proud and happy to have all the folks behind me from interfaith, from a variety of faiths. Doesn't matter what faith you are, you're represented here. And again, all these.
Well, was I ever represented? Did you guys ever? Hey, Bouchard, did you, your undersheriffs, your lieutenants, and your sergeants, did you ever hold Deputy Darius Zajac accountable? No, you actually went above and beyond to protect him. You conspired to maliciously prosecute me to protect your own. You're all criminals. Every one of you that were involved in my malicious prosecution need to be held accountable. But nobody will ever do it because you're above the law. Right, Bouchard?
Have been targeted by hateful people, but we're talking about what happened recently and the statistical percentage of targeted attacks against Jewish people. So where do we go from here? As you saw earlier, House of Worship training, you can scan that QR code. We did that in December of last year. We're offering it again now. People can go and sign up, and we're going to provide that training at no cost based on the number. We're going to pick a venue that will accommodate that. Obviously, our first accommodation is going to be any facility inside of Oakland County, but we'd like to accommodate anybody that's interested in the region, so that will be based on the facility and sign up. The second thing we're going to continue to do is communicate and partner. Our partners, Wes Bloomfield, Chief Young and his team, and all of the agencies in Oakland County. You saw over 600 police officers come to that event. We're even getting complaints. We sent.
Just stand there and nod your head up and down. Just nod your head up and down. This fucking guy, just sit there and nod your head up and down like you got balls in your mouth, bro.
Too many people. Let me be clear. If we got people in risk, we're sending whoever we need to send, and we're going to take care of the situation and the threat, period.
Just nod your head up and down, bro. You guys look so tough standing there. You look so stoic and tough. Look at this guy. I smell shit. I think I smell shit over here. Anybody somebody fought? These guys are a joke. Law enforcement in today's day and age are a fucking joke.
And if you think we sent too many people, turn off the TV.
Oh, if you think that somebody said something mean, turn off the TV. If you think somebody shared something really mean and hurt your feelings, get off the internet.
We're going to send what we need to send to stop the threat, protect the people, and make sure the situation.
Oh, you mean like Macomb County did? Right after you guys were saying, you're going to start an insurrection? Go ask him if he's going to start an insurrection. Because, he's just a thorn in our side. He's suing our deputy, and he's really put a spotlight on us in the courts, and we don't like that. Yeah, too fucking bad. You know how you wouldn't have got sued, Oakland County? You know how you wouldn't have got sued by me? You know how you wouldn't have got beat by me in court, in the criminal court? Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, Oakland County.
It's made safe. We're going to continue to do that partnership. As I said, before this attack happened, we were texting and communicating, and we're going to continue to do that.
Oh, so we'll have to maybe FOIA those texts and see what those communications were. Or what? Will they be protected?
Air and communicate with our safety and security partners in a different.
Will they be exempt?
Different facilities. As I said, on Tuesday, I had texted Danny at Temple Israel with some information, and we're going to continue to do that.
Oh, you texted Danny Tuesday. Did you say, we're going to go after this guy that said mean things and put a Star of David on my forehead? We're going to hold these people accountable. What did you really say to him? Bouchard, sucking the dick of the Jews, are you?
That going forward, because you have to have that communication so you're all on the same page. So tragically, if something shows up at a door, we all know how to act. You saw that play out in real world. Not only did the safety and security team there act according to their role, the staff marshaled the kids and did their role, and then law enforcement hustled in to do their role, which was to stop the threat and evacuate the innocent. We're going to continue to do that. We also are going to make very clear we have zero tolerance for threats. After Oxford High School.
Oh, here we go. After what? After what? You have zero tolerance for threats. After what?
We also are going to make very clear we have zero tolerance for threats. After Oxford High School shooting, we got inundated with all sorts of threats, bomb threats, shooting threats. And
oh, right. Probably deserve it so because you guys allowed 3 innocent children to be murdered so you could push your agenda. That's exactly what you did. And the evidence proves it. I have all the evidence in my archives. It's all available out there. There was a published report, an independent agency. I forget who it was, but they did a report on the Oxford school. These guys failed. The Oakland County Sheriff's Department, the school liaison officer, Rafalski, you guys failed to do the simplest things. Was it a honest mistake to fail to do the simplest things to possibly prevent that incident from happening? No, you failed to do it on purpose. You wanted that to happen, and they got exactly what they wanted.
we track them down. If you make a threat against a facility or institution, that is a crime, and we will fine you.
No, it's not. It's not a credible threat. Counterman versus Colorado. It has to be a viable, credible threat. No matter how much you stand up here and run your fucking dick sucker. Versus Colorado. If it's not that's a Supreme Court case, by the way. If that incident or any incident doesn't have a viable threat, like saying that I'm going to come to Arizona and kick your ass and choke you out. If there's no viable threat, if it's not a credible threat, it's freedom of speech. And no matter how much you stand up here and whine and cry to the fucking public, isn't going to change it.
Zero tolerance. And the most important thing that I'm going to close with, if you see something, say something.
Oh, if you see something, say something. Right. I see that the Oakland County Sheriff's Department is corrupt, and they conduct themselves in a despicable manner, and their nonstop racketeering needs to be stopped. Who do you call? Who do you call? I called the Oakland County Sheriff. I met with Oakland County Sheriff's deputy or detective, and I told him all about what you fucking little scumbags were doing. Do you care? No, because it doesn't apply when it points to the real fucking criminals, especially you government criminals.
Because the only way we get in front of these is someone tells us they saw or heard something.
Look at him. Nod your head. Nod your head. This guy. You got a sad little frown. Oh, you got stand up here and look like you're sad. Have a smirk on your face. Turn that frown upside. Is that an upside down frown? Look at this guy. Has he got an upside down frown? Oh, these guys look so sad and so stoic, and they are heroes.
A thing we call leakage. There's usually
leakage out your ass. Leakage out your ass. That's what leakage is.
some precursor that someone sees or heard, and it has to be shared robustly. And we have gotten in front of things in the past. We actually stopped a 6-year-old with a gun on the way to school after a parent told us that their little kid had about a threat.
Right.
We can get in front of these things if we share information. And we'd rather check out 100 nothings and miss one real deal. So that's going to be the watchword going forward.
You would rather check out 100 nothings and miss one real deal. Right, Bouchard. You're so trustworthy. You're so honest. You're so for the people.
Well, there'll be continued communication about the case specifically with us and Chief Young and the FBI.
Who's this fucking clown? Who's this child molester? Who's this chimo right here? How many little boys has he stuck his penis in?
That you'll get in the near future, as this continues to play out with the specific.
This is Father Callahan. Oh, how many little boys have you put your penis in, Father Callahan?
Language and those kinds of things. At this point, there's nothing to lead us to believe there was anybody else involved or any secondary location. So we have no information that anything specifically is at risk or as a target, but we will continue, all of us, to.
Oh, this is a press conference for you whining and crying about somebody who made a meme. Somebody made a meme and put a Jewish Star of David on your forehead and gave you Hasidic curly corn rolls on your side of your head. And you didn't like it.
Role in response to houses of worship across our region. With that, I will kick it over to anybody that would like to has a statement from the faith community or the temple, and then we'll take questions at the end.
Well, let's hear some questions at the end.
Thank you to Sheriff Bouchard, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, all
to worship or nonprofits. Have you had any conversations with any lawmakers about that, and what would you support when it comes to that?
100%. I've, as you know, I've been head of government affairs for Major County Sheriffs of America for many years, and I've already been communicating with a number of lawmakers about things that we think would be important to think of going forward, funding, and also equipment. Every time we see something happen anywhere in the world, it informs us on maybe training gaps or equipmental gaps.
Yeah, they got equipment that'll fucking zap my body cam footage. I already got proof of that. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this to, share the hypocrisy of a guy like this fucking Bouchard talking out his asshole. And when I put my content together, I know you keep talking about your content. When I put my content together, I'm going to tie all of this shit together. Watch and see. Watch and see. I'm going to put all this content together, and I'm going to show you. Now, let me try and find that meme. Let's see if I can't find it. Where's it at? All right, here. Man arrested in Wisconsin. Oh, so they're going to get him on. Hold on. Let me see. Share this tab instead. If you can see it. Hold on. Okay, yeah, here we go. So a man arrested in Wisconsin was wanted on felony stalking warrant, not anti-Semitic image, Oakland County Sheriff says. Right. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office says it's setting the record straight about a man arrested in Wisconsin after an anti-Semitic image of Sheriff Bouchard was shared. Bouchard briefly discussed the image last week during a press conference, which I just showed you, after an attack at Temple Israel in West Bloomfield. The image was shared during the press conference. Note, the press conference shows an image containing offensive imagery, blah, blah, wham, wham. The photo showed a Jewish symbol of the Star of David on Bouchard's forehead with the Hasidic curls on the side of his head and a religious cap. The individual felt empowered and emboldened, blah, blah, blah. The people complained about the man's arrest, and it was due to the sheriff's office said that since then, people have complained about the man's arrest and alleged, well, somebody doesn't know how to write, and alleged that it was due to the image. However, the department clarified in a statement that the individual was arrested for an unrelated incident. The office said the man did. I just watched a fucking press conference where he said he was arrested, leading you to believe that it was due to that photo. If that isn't deception at its finest, then what is? So anyways, the man was wanted on an outstanding felony stalking warrant. Really? Really? And the photo drew police to him when someone complained. The sheriff's office said the image was only shown to illustrate its concerns about anti-Semitism after the synagogue attack. Right. The photo that's been circulating was shared with us by someone who received direct threatening communication, the sheriff's officer said in the statement. It was used to illustrate a larger point. Anti-Semitism is being mainstreamed in ways that should concern every one of us. That information was forwarded to another police agency that already had a felony warrant for that individual. We have had no role in that case. You guys, are you reading this? Are you listening to this? All right, so on March 12th, the 41-year-old Ayman Mohammed Ghazali rammed his car into an entrance at the temple. Ghazi died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I guess he wanted to go get his 72 virgins. According to the FBI, none of the children and staff were hurt, and one security officer was injured when he was struck by the vehicle. Because they got security dudes that are at the door, armed security dudes. That's no different than the one that shot Furry Potato in his leg. Authorities found commercial-grade fireworks and jugs of flammable liquid inside the bed of goods. How retarded. Since the attack, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office has condemned the spike in anti-Semitism. Tuesday, sheriff, blah, blah, blah. All right, well, I want to know about the guy that was arrested. I want to know about the Wisconsin man and what he was really arrested for. That's what I want to know. Wisconsin man arrested. For stalking. Let's see if it pops up. All right, so a Racine man is accused of stalking Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice Jill Karofsky. The prosecutor said he sent the justice a series of intimidating emails. The 37-year-old man, the 37-year odd man. All right, I don't know what is up with you people. The journalistic qualities, your spelling is just a little off, clearly. A Racine man is accused of stalking Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice Joe Karofsky. Prosecutor said he sent the justice a series of intimidating emails. A 37-year odd man faces up to 3.5 years in prison if convicted. That's it? That's all we get on that? That's all we get on this? So, were these credible threats? No? You know who else is sitting in prison right now? You guys know who else is sitting in prison right now for threatening a judge? Or allegedly threatening a judge? Eric Brandt. And I think Eric Brandt is an idiot for fucking agreeing to that. Maybe he didn't have a good enough attorney. Let me see. Let's see, man. There we go. Let's do this one. Share this tab instead. Man charged with stalking Wisconsin Chief Justice, please eject yourself from office. A man was charged on Monday in court with one felony count of stalking for intimidating the Wisconsin Supreme Court's liberal Chief Justice for over the past 2 months. Ryan Thornton, here we go. Ryan Thornton, a 37-year-old Racine resident, was accused of sending 9 emails to Chief Justice Jill Karofsky between August and October. One of the emails, per the criminal complaint, stated, please eject yourself from office. Please eject yourself from office. How's that stalking? How's that intimidating? Karofsky became Chief Justice of Wisconsin High Court in July. The suspect also allegedly asked for her own address so it can be public. Well, it is public. And told her to call the Wisconsin State Capitol Police. What a Democrat idea, though, one of the messages read. Kurowski suspected the motive for the threatening emails was tied to Wisconsin's Supreme Court office lawyer regulations failure to discipline an attorney Thornton had hired to represent him in 2019 strangulation case. After firing his attorney, Thornton was ultimately convicted. All right, so where's the rest of this? Oh, I can't read it. I have to choose a plan. Of course. You got to pay for the news online. In the 2-month period, he called the Office of Lawyer Regulation more than 70 times to complain about the attorney. The Chief Justice said she never interacted with the man. So I guess I have to find a news article that tells you the whole story. Or listen to it.
To address the extremism that is being unleashed on everyday Americans by this administration all across the country, we will not bend. We will.
Well, you got your gold fringe flag standing in the background. Yeah, you'll not bend. That's right, you'll not bend. All right, where's it at? Let's see. Manicures. Here we go. MSN won't charge me. Let's share this tab instead. Eric Brandt, not Grant. Brandt, B-R-A-N-D-T. He's a guy, a YouTuber, who threatened a judge, allegedly. Here, let's share this. All right. This is Jill Kurowski. Oh, that's Justice Brian Hagedorn. All right, I was going to say. Oh, this is 2 months ago? Manicures is talking. No, this ain't it. This can't be. Obviously, that ain't it. That can't be it. Maybe it. Oh, but so let's talk about this guy. He received that sentence after pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges he was facing. Intimidate victim, dissuade reporting, and disorderly conduct. What an idiot. Ryan Thornton, 37, of Racine, Wisconsin. You are a fucking idiot. The stalking charge of felony was dismissed on a prosecutor's motion as part of a plea because they didn't have a case. If they had a case of stalking, he would have been prosecuted. They wouldn't have dismissed it. This idiot and the rest of you idiots that fucking bow down to the courts are the reason why the First Amendment is being torn apart. You fucking assholes. All right, so that clearly isn't the guy that was arrested just recently, since he's been prosecuted 2 months ago. There's a new guy. I'm going to have to dig into it. It's a new guy. It fucking doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is from 2 months ago. Nobody cares about my content, guys. I'm just a crappy YouTuber. Maybe we should go watch Jack Talcott and Paul fucking talk about all their narcissism. Would that be entertaining enough for everybody? Oh, Eric Brandt. Eric Brandt. Eric Brandt. There we go. Eric Brandt. There you go. This is Eric Brandt. Sentenced to 12 years in prison after pleading guilty to retaliating against judges. You know what's funny is that I had cops a deputy retaliate against me and violated my First Amendment, Second Amendment, my Fourth Amendment, my Fifth Amendment, my 14th Amendment. and a couple others. But nobody ever holds them accountable. So this dumb fuck, Eric Brandt, you know, I don't care. Anybody can get mad at me all you want. You know, as intelligent as people love to claim that he is, he's pretty fucking stupid. A Denver man who pleaded guilty to retaliating against Colorado judges has been sentenced to 12 years in prison. Activist Eric Brandt pled guilty to 3 counts of retaliating against a judge in 3 separate cases in Denver, Jefferson County, and Adams County. The Denver case happened in 2019. Brandt was charged with a felony of retaliation after he allegedly made several videos threatening a specific Denver County Circuit Court judge and called the judge's office saying he thought the judge should be shot in front of his children, according to the documents. That's not what he said. That's just a piece of what he said. Brandt posted a video online that gave the judge's home address and called for their murder. No, he didn't call for their murder. It's a fucking lie. His actions led to police having to provide extra patrols at the judge's home. Judge Hoffman sentenced Brandt to 4 years per count to run consecutively. Well, that's true. That's very true. What he said was that he has, in a voicemail that he left, or a message, he said, I have hopes and dreams that you and your family, somebody will murder you and your family. Hopes and dreams. That's not a threat. And this idiot went and fucking accepted a plea deal. And then here's a case right here from Colorado, funny enough. In Colorado. And it was already on the books before this case ever fucking occurred. Here's the case right here. Counterman versus Colorado. The background of this case is that Billy Counterman was arrested in 2016 after sending hundreds of threatening messages to a local musician over Facebook from 2014 to 2016. Despite CW blocking him multiple times, Counterman created new accounts to sounds like snafu. What he did to me after harassing me over and over for 3 years, and I kept blocking him. He just create new accounts. Counterman created new accounts to continue contacting her. His messages included both benign and threatening content, leading CW to fear for her safety and ultimately report him to law enforcement. The legal proceedings that the Counterman was charged under a Colorado statute that prohibits making repeated communications that cause serious emotional distress. He argued that his messages were protected by the First Amendment as they were not true threats. The trial court denied his motion to dismiss, applying an objective standard to determine whether a reasonable person would perceive the messages as threatening. In the Supreme Court decision in 2023, which actually it was after Eric Brandt here did his stupid fucking plea deal, the Supreme Court ruled on June 27th of 23 that to establish a true threat, the prosecution must show that the defendant had some subjective understanding of the threatening nature of their statements. The court held that a mental state of recklessness is sufficient, meaning that the defendant must have consciously disregarded of substantial risk that their communications would be viewed as a threatening violence. This decision clarified the legal standard for true threats, emphasizing the need for a subjective element in such cases while still allowing for the prosecution of threatening communications under certain conditions. The ruling in Counterman versus Colorado has significant implications for free speech and the legal definition of true threats. It establishes that while the First Amendment protects free speech, it does not shield individuals from consequences if their statements are deemed true threats, provided there is evidence of recklessness regarding the threatening nature of the statements. This case highlights the ongoing legal debate surrounding the boundaries of free speech, particularly in the context of the DEX, and the digital communication and social media. So, to get a little deeper on that, go look it up yourself, but telling somebody online that you have hopes and dreams that their family will be killed, those aren't true threats. Saying, I'm coming to kill you and you're all dead, and then actually going there, now that's a true threat. You could actually say, I'm going to kill all your family and never go and do it. It's not a true threat. Me telling some fucking loser on YouTube who's harassed me for 3 years that I'm going to come to Arizona and kick his ass and choke him out isn't a true threat. That's called free speech. This guy threatening the judge or allegedly threatening the judge, telling the judge, you need to quit. You need to remove yourself from office. It's not a threat. How the fuck is that a threat? This is what I'm saying when I tell you people that the First Amendment is being destroyed slowly but surely by idiots like Eric Brandt and this fucking idiot Thornton from Racine, Wisconsin, and that idiot Lane Myers from fucking Arizona. They tried that bullshit with me, tried to get me in the same position as the rest of you fucktards who go, oh my God, I better plead because I'm looking at getting really in trouble. Fuck you. I know the difference between free speech and a threat. They're going to get me to plead guilty to a goddamn thing, and you want to fucking prosecute me? You're going to earn it, bitch. That's why, who didn't show up for court? You, Snafu, you little pussy lady boy. I really wish you would. So this is when I tell you guys that the First Amendment is being destroyed slowly but surely. It's not only guys like this guy, you know, who Counterman, Thornton, Eric Brandt, Lane Myers. It's being destroyed by people like Liberty Troll. It's being destroyed by people like Ian Clinton Pfister from Welcome to This World Media. It's being destroyed by the what's his name? Jack fucking Conrad, fucking idiots from Epic or Impact Media out there. I don't know their names offhand because I don't pay attention to them that much. But these idiots that are these First Amendment freedom fighters, they're not. It's a lie, man. They're not fighting for the freedom of the First Amendment. They're actually fighting to destroy it. That's called a psychological operation. It's the results of their actions is the opposite of supporting the First Amendment and bolstering it up and propping it up. They're destroying it. But none of you people see it. I'm not talking about any of you specifically. I'm talking about the general masses out here that support this shit. I've been saying it since day one that this isn't even Direct D himself admits that things have gotten worse since they started their activism. They know it. Cammed Up Caveman. He's being prosecuted in Florida for violating the new HALO law, which is you can't record first responders within a 25-foot zone. How is that protecting the First Amendment, you motherfuckers? How is it that you guys, and I did a video, I could pull that video up right now, but I'm not going to because it's getting late and I got to go to bed. I got to go to one of my fucking 4 jobs. But what was it? Probably 2020, 2021, when I first heard about that law that was, I don't even know if it was the HALO law or it was a different one that was trying to be pushed. And that fucktard James Freeman was like, oh, the laws, they're starting to push a law. And oh, well, how dare they? And so I did a video, like I said, 2020, 2021, saying that you're all a bunch of charlatans, that you're all fucking causing damage to the First Amendment, and that you assholes need to stop doing what you're doing. And if you needed to protect First Amendment rights, go to the legislative, go and stop these laws that are being pushed. Did any of these idiots out here in the First Amendment community with all these big channels, did they say, hey, all you guys out here, you need to contact, they love to tell everybody to contact law enforcement, call the prosecutor's office, call the city offices when somebody's in there doing the shit that they're doing, just to fuck with them. But did they ever tell anybody to contact the representatives, to contact the legislature, to tell them that you're not cool with these laws, that you need to stop it? I remember a friend of mine, Martha, 5 years ago, she was telling me that they were trying to pass a similar law prohibiting people from filming first responders in Buffalo, New York. And she was asking me, how do I get a hold of this person and that person? And she was talking about Gavin Seam. Gavin Seam is allegedly one of the heroes in the First Amendment community that all you fucking assholes think is, the coolest thing since sliced bread. Well, Gavin Seam is a fucking coward. He boot scoot and boogied out of the United States and went to Mexico. Well, Martha sent him a message and said, hey, get the word out and spread the word. And none of them did a goddamn thing. None of them did a fucking thing. Nothing. None of them did a fucking thing. Because they don't want the First Amendment to be protected. I think that of most of you, the majority of you people out here in the First Amendment community, you're not here to do good for the First Amendment. You're actually here to destroy it. I've said it a million times. I've said it 10 times in this video. You're not here to protect the First Amendment. You're here to destroy it. Some of you may be here some of you probably have good intentions, but you don't realize what's really going on. You don't realize the destructive results that are occurring with your actions. You don't see it. You don't play mental chess. You don't say, well, if this happens, what's going to happen after that? And then what's going to happen? And how's this work? How's that unfold? Whatever, man. You guys don't have to listen to me. You can do whatever you want, but you'll never catch me fucking pleading guilty to exercising my First Amendment. Enough case law where First Amendment is attacked. Yeah. That's a slippery slope, ain't it, Snafu? When they start determining what's free speech and what's not, that's a slippery slope, ain't it, Snafu? You said it multiple times yourself. Funny enough, huh? Pretty ironic, haven't you? Snafu fucktard Sims. Matthew retard Sims. So you guys, I see things that most of you people can't see. I know things that most of you people can't fucking know, or you don't want to know, or you just, oh, what? Really? I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but, it's not difficult to put 2 to 2 into a 4 fucking puzzle. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't wait until I put all my shit together. It's gonna be epic, man. Yeah, and I know this video is boring. It's just me ranting and raving. Don't make no sense. Can't put 2 words together. I'll get comments, some fucking idiot want to go, I watched your video and I just couldn't make heads or tails of it. It's because your pea-sized brain can't do that. That's something that's just not in your wheelhouse, I guess. No, I just wanted to share this video to show you the irony and the hypocrisy of this fucking guy. I mean, first of all, he comes on here and says that you didn't intimidate me. And then there's other people that are making videos that don't even know. They just take this guy's video and they run with it and they make a video. But clearly, the guy wasn't arrested in Wisconsin for the meme itself, even though that's what these content creators are out here doing. They don't dig into it. They just grab a piece of video and they run with it. I want to know more details. When I see this video, I dig into it. And well, ironically, this time I didn't dig into it. I just took it for its face value. And then when I dug into it live, I said, oh, wait. Oh, well, he wasn't arrested for the meme. Oh, it's just Bouchard grandstanding. That's all it was. He held an hour and a half press conference and really doesn't have anything valuable to say other than he's butthurt. And you shouldn't be saying mean things about the Jew people. them Jews, you shouldn't say mean things about them. And Bouchard, I guess apparently he didn't know anything about World War II and the Holocaust, and he stumbled upon a picture of Germans arresting a guy 20 years ago. 20 years ago? Really? Was it over? Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? The Germans? He's on a roll. Let him go. You guys, they probably don't even know what that means, do you? Anybody? You get bonus points if you know what movie that line is from. Germans? What? Was it over? Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? The Germans? Let him go. He's on a roll. So, yeah, even I fucking thought that it was an arrest related to the meme. Well, it's not. So, if I went around YouTube and let's see how many, let's just take a quick search on YouTube and see how many content creators created videos of that particular video. I'm trying to narrow it down. I just put sheriff arrest man in Wisconsin for meme. See how many people did videos on this. Okay, there's Maj Tory. Maj Tory did one. Well, this is all about a Tennessee man over a Trump video. Okay. Well, okay, there's one. There's Legally Armed America. He did one. So you got, hold on, let me share this tab. So you got Maj Tory. He did a video.
Example. Some pond scum felt empowered and emboldened enough, powered enough. What are you going to do in an alley or no? We're drawing the line.
In West Bloomfield, right? In that attack, a security guard got injured after being struck. I share my ethos, though. So some people, my government says, we, in an official capacity.
Anyways. So here's Legally Armed America. He's got a video he did. Another Wisconsin man arrested for frequent harassing, intimidated, profane calls to sheriff's office. That was a year ago. Man dragged to jail for posting Charlie Kirk meme on Facebook. Ex-cop sues sheriff who arrested him over a meme. There's probably more. But yes, you get it. You get it. Ding, ding, ding. Lynette wins. You get bonus points. Animal House. Yes. So, let me see. Oakland. Let me try a different. For Jewish meme. Let's see how many videos pop up. I know there's more than that. There's definitely more than that. Okay, there's Crazy News on Time, NBC News, Up North Live, NBC News. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, so there's another one that popped up. Crazy News on Time. So that's the gist of it, is that They hold press conferences and they lead you to believe that the guy was arrested for a meme. If you watch that and you didn't know what was going on, you'd be like, wow, the guy was arrested for a meme. And that's not even the case. He didn't, Mike Bouchard in that press conference didn't say, oh, well, he was arrested today. He didn't say on an unrelated incident for stalking a judge or whatever. I don't even know if that was that. Well, that definitely wasn't it. But if that's not what he was arrested for, then maybe you should clarify that, you fucking dickhead. So, I don't know. I'm just, you see how I come on here, guys, and I just don't really have the patience, and I don't think about this stuff. I just come on here, run my mouth and talk whatever. It would be nice to actually sit down and produce some content and not go live and just upload shit, and whatever happens. And then maybe I'll do, a couple of video, 2 videos a week, upload them, and then I'll go live and I'll talk about the videos that I uploaded earlier in the week. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. But working on some shit. I got a lot of videos to go through. I really don't have time. I wish I had somebody that could just go through all the information I have and assist me in putting it together so I can do what I do with it. But I got an assistant. Trust me. I got a very intelligent assistant. Okay, I'm tired. I gotta get up early. Hey. Saving up money to buy a Maserati. That's what I'm doing. Well, Lynette, you've been very patient and waiting for my content to be put together the way that I've been wanting to put it together, and I haven't been doing it the way that I wanted to do it. How redundant was that? But yeah, it's not going to take a whole lot of time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get me a whole nother computer and dedicate one computer to putting all this shit together. And yeah, I'm going to put the old Google Meister to work too. I'm going to put the old Google Meister to work. I'm going to shut some of these tabs down. Yeah, but all these idiots out here in the First Amendment community, they ain't doing anybody any good. They're causing people more problems than they pretend that they're helping. And I should probably change my name. Let me see if I can change my name. Which one is it? Is it this one? Where is it? There it is. No. No. I'd have to change it other ways. But that's all right. So I got to do it there. Layout. No. General. Nah. I'll change it another time. Anywho. Wait, can I do it over here? Let me see. Over here. No. I gotta find another streaming platform other than StreamYards, OBS, or something like that. Hold on. Can I change it there? Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I can. Since everybody's merging, I think I might merge. No, I gotta have to think of a good name. Is this a good name? Is this a good name, guys? Is this a good name? You guys think that's a good name? Is that a good name? How's about that? Is that a good name? Is that a good merge name? Oh, yeah, that lady was arrested 2 days. Yeah. Well, I told you. But you probably don't know what I'm talking about when I'm merging. I'm merging. When I'm merging, I could probably how about this one? About that one. You don't know what's going on. That's why. If I want to join over in the Jack Talcott community, you got to merge. You got to merge personalities. And instead of, because everybody's changing their name to this cot, that cot, like if it's like Paul Unslaved changed his name to fuck, don't know what he changes. You're just morphing your name into Talcott, and then you try to come at people with peace and love, man, and and I don't know. I gotta come up with a good name, but I don't want to merge with Talcott. I want to merge and I want to become a jackass. Wait a minute. Wait. Here's a good one, I think. I'm getting rid of that. That's kind of two names in one. There, I think I like that one. I think I like that name. Oh, to you, it's not worth it because you didn't live and go through what I went through. You're just on the tail end of it. You're just watching it from the other room. Don't get pissed at me, woman. Talk to me like that. Smart mouth. You won't even know about it anyways. You don't watch Jack Talcott. But I think that'd be pretty funny. Jackass little zebra media. Instead of Jack Apple. How about if I just become Snafu Snaps? Bad Snafu Snaps Media. I think it would be funny to go over to Talcott. They'd probably kick me real quick. They wouldn't tolerate me over there where they preach nothing but love and peace and understanding and acceptance. They would kick me in a fucking minute. You want to bet me? Anybody want to bet me? Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah, it would be funny as shit. That would be funny. Jack Asshole Zebra Media. That would be funny. Yeah, I think that would be funny. And I would prove that they're not so friendly as they claim they are. Yep, they wouldn't be so friendly to me. I guarantee it. I guarantee they wouldn't be so friendly to me over there. Oh, I might. And I might even change my avatar. It's like a real funky looking, like a retarded looking zebra. Oh, good times. Anyways. No point in even bringing it up. I don't miss them fucking idiots. I really don't. I don't even think about them. I pull up my YouTube to watch some videos, the scroll shit, and it'll say, this idiot's live, and I'll go on there and I'll watch, and like I said, it's the same shit over and over and over. It's every fucking video. Well, it's the ones that I watch. It's like you watch one on Monday, you watch one a week and a half later on Wednesday, and it'll be the same shit. Then you could go another week and just watch a random video, and it's the same shit. And now I heard one today where they're talking about Jack going to some convention or some shit, some political convention in Texas. Yeah. He's going to go stop wars, man. Go stop some wars. He's going to go talk to Donald Trump. Right. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. So until the next time, just be patient. I'll get my videos together. There's the old beautiful skyline of Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan. Who's this little motherfucker? Who's that little motherfucker? Who's that guy? I took that picture myself. I was on a boat. I was downtown watching fireworks on a boat. I finally to get my channel, or not my channel, but my StreamYard's all set up with drops and all the things that I need to to make it entertaining, you know, like with this stuff, you know, and this stuff. And then I can put my own sounds in here. What? What's this one? Did you hear that one? We can add that one. Can I add it? Did I add that one? I don't know if it added that. Did you guys hear that one? Did you hear that one? I don't know if I could. No, more sounds. How do I get them on here? Do you want to add your own? Nah, that's all right. I did what I got to do. What I got to do. If I had to drag and drop sounds to upload. Oh wait. Oh, okay. There we go. How's this one? Can you guys hear this one? Did you hear it that time? That was lame. Can't believe that's all they got. Because I had to drag and add sounds. I could generate background, loop, intro video, outro video, video clips. Oh, here we go. More. I have to upload my own. That's what I'd have to do. All right, well, generate background, AI backgrounds. No, I want no AI backgrounds. Oh, there we go. Wait a minute, let me see if I can't. I have to download it. Yeah, I have to download it. Let's see if I can't find a video. No. All right, let's see if I can use that. I don't think I could use that. I gotta figure out how to do that. Drop little clips. All right, I'm out of here. Another awesome stream from Bad Apple Media, Jack Asshole, Zebra Media, Jack Asshole Media. Hey, Jack Asshole Media. There you go, Jack Asshole. Jack Asshole Zebra Media. There we go. Jack Asshole Zebra Media. Might have to make that my name. So I'll remember this one. That's a good one. I cracked myself up. Jack Asshole Zebra Media. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. See you next time. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll play my other music that somebody stole. Which one is it?
I feel
How about this one?
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.